Hannah,
Yes?
what just happened?
The electricity went out.
Oh boy, we're having a Hannah storm, aren't we?
I know, right? Bam!
And the power just went out on us. Doggone it, right when I started to load of laundry.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, I had a feeling that was going to happen, though. I could see that big old storm coming.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, though. Dad's talking to a guy. When we first built the house, we had it wired up for generator, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we've never gotten the generator. And so we had an electrician come over last week because we're almost ready to get the generator. It's too bad we don't have it today, right?
Right.
Oh, my storms.
Uh-oh.
But our power goes out all the time when this happens.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully this will be short-lived.
Yeah. Woo!
You hear that thunder?
Wham, boom, crash.
Wham, boom, crash.
Aye, aye, aye.
Oh, my storms.
Oh!
We have a power outage.
You're scary looking.
I know. I have a flashlight in my face.
Really? We couldn't tell.
We have a power outage, and I have reported it. We have cell service, but barely.
Flash flood warnings.
Flash forward, and the phones are going crazy with the weather service alerts. And so I just went down to the basement, and I had to tell the kids that we had a power outage. And Bethany said, "Do you have a flashlight?"
Oh,
And
interesting.
I said, "Yes, I do have a flashlight." And I said, I told her that I couldn't see a thing, and she said, "Same," because they love these blind jokes. But anyway, I did report our outage. No information about what's going on, but it's a big storm, so we likely lost a power line or something coming into the house. But
Wait until you see yourself in this video. You look pretty funny.
well, what do you do when the blind kid family has a power outage?
The parents freak out.
Parents freak out, and then we go try to find a couple of our
And the
kids.
kids carry on as nothing, like nothing happened.
And like nothing happens at all.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we should go find a couple of those and ask them about the power outage. See if it affects their lives. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah, right?
So, we'll see.
I need to go downstairs and check my areas that are prone to flooding.
Yep, you should do that.
Alrighty.
All right, we'll go do it.
What are you two doing sitting down here in the dark?
Nothing.
I found you.
Yeah.
Well, this is why you can use the battery toys, Bethany, that Obed likes, that Mom changed all the batteries
Yeah.
today.
Do you have the bop it?
I didn't do the bop it yet. I will do that later. But at least we have some of the little toys that Obed likes to play with. He can play with that one. That's a nice thing about battery toys, huh, Obed?
Yeah. Here. He'll burn.
You want it? He goes through them really fast, doesn't he, Bethany?
Yeah.
Is he touching it? He loves his cause and effect toys. Good job, Obed. Where's the A? He gets on one button and stays there pretty much. But it keeps him happy, right, Bethany?
Yep.
Keeps him occupied, makes him happy, right?
Yep.
You're an awesome sister.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on Jessie now.
All right.
There's the Jessie. How you doing in here, Jess? You hanging out in the dark? And I think there's somebody back there. Oh, it's an Abby.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Abs. We have a power outage.
Oh, whoops.
Did your TV go off?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can still go hang out in the playroom, therapy room, if you want to, or you can stay here and keep Jessie company.
Oh. Hang on.
You gonna hang out?
And then wait me.
I'm recording you. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
What's going on, Abby girl?
Oh, that.
Jessie, stressy. Jess, you want to go upstairs with Mom? Here, you want to come up? Oh, no, you're going to hang out. All right, you're fine. All right, people, carry on.
Yeah, So it's leaking again. We didn't take a picture of the floor.
From up there, see?
Yeah.
And we've been battling this for months. We've had it fixed numerous times.
4th time now. This is 4 times.
And apparently it's not being fixed.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to delay getting your office done. And I'm afraid if he can't fix it, I'm afraid to know just exactly how bad it is. And I hope the whole bay window doesn't have to come off.
I would think it'd just be the roof over the bay window. Well, we've had that replaced too.
We've had that replaced.
You know, a long time ago, but they might have to take it off and put it back on again.
Oh, I just hate this, but you know.
I know. What?
I'm glad it happened before we got it painted.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know.
Okay, well, joys of home ownership, right?
It's only a problem when it rains. The rest of the time it's fine. It's only when it rains.
There's a storm coming, and I need a hand to hold with the fear of being here on my own. With the winds blowing, and the leaves they turn to gold, like they did with you those summers ago.
What are you doing in here?
Nothing. We have no power.
How do you know?
Because
I just turned the flashlight on.
because my computer is on battery, not charging.
Okay.
This is
So, but your computer's still working.
yeah, for about 3 hours.
3 hours. And then what are you doing right now?
Nothing.
You're on your Braille note.
Yeah.
And are you like listening to a book or something, or
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing now.
pretty much your Audible book?
Yes.
I don't really need the lights, but I kind of want the Wi-Fi.
You don't need, but you miss the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You know, no lights,
I'm
but
a regular millennial.
you're a millennial.
A regular millennial. Yep.
How do you say that? Regular millennial. That's hard to say.
Yeah. Regular millennial.
So you can't wait till the Wi-Fi comes
Wi-Fi
back on,
comes
right?
back on, yeah.
Did you figure out how to use your hotspot on your phone?
No, but I don't really want to because that takes data.
It does take a lot of data up,
Yeah.
and that would burn up our service pretty quickly, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, later on.
Bye.
Follow my voice. Over. 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 Getting closer.
Am I here?
Got it.
Got it. All
Yeah.
right, well, I have a flashlight here.
Yeah.
It is light outside. It's in the afternoon,
Okay.
so it's not completely dark for Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
But is it completely dark for you?
Yeah, I don't even notice a difference.
You don't notice a difference?
No.
Here, put there so we can see. I'm gonna put this here. Hold this.
What is it?
It's a flashlight. Hold it up under your face so it's scary looking.
Oh,
Oh, you look scary.
I know.
How do you know you look scary?
'Cause you can describe to me.
Yeah, that you look like a ghost or something.
Yeah, like
Right.
like a big shadow or something.
Like a big shadow. You do have a shadow on the wall behind you.
Spotlight, Hannah.
Yeah, I did.
So do we come find you guys when we have power outages
Yeah,
to help us guide our way around?
I could give you vocal directions.
You could.
Yeah.
You gonna cook dinner tonight?
No.
Maybe Mr. Domino's will cook dinner tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe a Domino's night.
We'll see how long this lasts, right?
Yeah. Us?
Uh-oh, what about storms?
Oh, there's a Hannah storm out there, and I sure stirred things up in the sky.
You do, huh?
Yep.
Because it's an Oh My Storms.
Yep.
Are your favorite? Do you like thunderstorms or not like them?
I like them as long as the power doesn't go out. Yeah.
Well, here we go. We just we got unlucky with this one, didn't we?
Yeah.
What's the problem with the power outage, Hannah? Why don't you like the power going out?
Because I like all the sounds in the house turned on, like the electronics turned on, and the TV, and of course the coffee maker. I want it to be turned on in like all day and into the morning, because I cannot go the day without 2 cups of coffee. The mama bear pellets.
Because it's your routine, huh?
Yes. Yeah, it's still too quiet in the house. No electronics turned on. No refrigerators running. I can't load up the waters because I can't leave it open too long.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing to know, right?
Yeah.
We keep all the doors closed, don't we?
Yeah.
Refrigerator, freezer.
Yeah. That's how a
Got
culinary
this
expert should.
little flashlight here.
Yeah.
We have a few of these around the house, so we know how to find a child. We have to find a kid. That's what we do. We'll find a kid, right?
Right.
That can go help us around the house.
Yeah.
I was telling Bethany downstairs that I can't see.
Oh, same here. You're just like me. You're just like all of us.
You guys are an advantage during power outage.
That's right.
Yeah,
Because you have a superpower, right?
Yeah, sometimes it happens at the shop, at our coffee shop, and
Then what happens?
then one of the job coaches was like, "Where's Hannah?" And I'm like, "Here I am."
Did she say, get us out of this place?
No.
Get us out of here?
Lead
No.
us out of here.
No.
Lead us out of here. Lead us to safety.
Yeah, and plus our chocolate machines are down
Oh,
in a power outage, and I'm like, uh-oh, I hope the chocolates are gonna be okay.
I was going to ask you if the emergency lights come on, but how would you know?
I don't know. Well, probably the job coaches and Mrs. Graham would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
Well, if the emergency lights came on, then they would be able to see with the emergency lights, but...
Yeah, we can still run water, but it's kind of lukewarm to wash our
Okay.
dishes.
Yeah.
But here, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that Hannah Storms report.
You're welcome. Well, bam!
Is that what the Thunder Boomers do?
Yeah, they go, well, bam! And wham, boom, crash.
Too bad I don't know any good ghost stories. It'd be a perfect time, wouldn't it?
What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah. In the dark with power outage.
I'm texting my friend Kat Killen from the Killen clan. We're talking about all the nightmares with school openings and closings and, you know, all the stuff that's going on in the world. And they just got a new van just like ours, so we were talking about that. And I really should be saving the battery on my phone in a power outage.
Well, I can't see you now because you turned off your phone.
Oh, well, there's that. Okay,
Uh-oh.
toodles. There. Now we're on equal footing.
What? Because you
We
have,
both have scary videos going on.
Hannah, describe your mother.
Okay,
You know what your mother looks like?
Describe your mother's appearance. Not
Do you know what your mother looks like?
crazy, wacky.
What is your mother? Describe your mother. How does your mother look?
funny, and
I look funny. I'm funny looking.
yeah, because of the flashlights going. And-
How do you know that putting a flashlight against your face makes you look funny?
Well, it's because of the description. We can't actually see what's happening because we don't have any light perception, and it's common for blind people.
It is not so common, actually,
Oh,
for having no light perception.
Common in our family.
It's common in our
Yeah.
family, but not common. Not having no light perception
yeah,
is not common.
right.
Most blind people do have some light perception. So they could see me flashing a flashlight in your face, Hannah.
Man.
But you can't describe your mother?
All I can describe to her is about her is that she's awesome and she does some great cooking, and she's on her toes with the laundry and dishes.
And how is her voice and her tone and her, you know, how do you know about her from her sounds?
Well, I can tell that I can tell by voices that when Mom sounds happy, I've always think of her laughing like so hard. And if Mom has and then Mom has a lot of stress going on sometimes.
How do you know?
You gonna tell my secrets?
How do you know?
Because let's just say emotional things going on, but I can tell when Mom's serious too. It's like music with major and minor chords.
Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is.
with Mom sometimes we have major chords going on.
Which is happy.
Yeah.
And
all like joyful and playful.
yeah.
And
And then what are minor chords like?
scary, mysterious, and sad, and a little ominous, and
Ominous.
yeah,
Like thunderstorms and stuff.
yeah,
So you get to know people
yeah,
by their expressions and how they talk and whether they talk in like major chords or minor chords, right?
yeah. Even though I can't play piano, but I could,
You know the chord structures though.
yeah, by listening to classical music on the radio with like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony in C minor.
Exactly. Would you like to be around people that speak in major chords or in minor chords?
Mostly the major chord mode.
Yeah, you like that better.
Yeah, because it's more bubbly personality that way.
And yeah, I would think so. But every now and then a little dissonance and a little minor chord is kind of okay, right? For
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah, it is.
Because that it gives you clues as to how to communicate with somebody, whether they're happy or sad, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, that's very good. Because you don't get a chance to look at people's facial expressions,
No.
right? Or how they
No.
appear.
Yeah.
So you have to go on what their mood is as expressed through their sounds, right?
Yeah.
Through their voice and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that big wabam, right?
Yeah. Like I can picture the sky in my mind as the sky being so mad that it feels like drumming.
Yeah.
Feels like someone banging on some drums so hard.
A big bass drum.
Yeah, like oversized.
Sounds to me like destruction going on. Demo. Somebody's
demolishing.
up there doing some
Demolishing.
serious demo.
Demolishing some clouds up there, pushing out some
My
rain.
goodness.
Yeah. And then I can picture the sky also crying, you know, like raindrops.
Oh, well.
But the sky doesn't
Interesting.
have a voice. It just says, well, bam!
Well, but you love thunderstorms, don't you?
Yeah, I do, especially during the day when the electricity's
What
on.
about at night when it wakes you up at night? Because sometimes I hear you in there.
Yeah, and I'm like, uh-oh, we have a Hannah-storm coming.
Whoa, I just saw a big lightning strike. Oh, my storms.
Ruh-roh.
It's like right on top of us.
Oh, yeah. And what I've heard, like young people, like young adults telling their young kids, their toddlers and stuff, to count how many seconds the thunder and lightning are happening
Yeah.
to see if it's close or far.
Yeah. And do you know that formula?
Well, not really because of my vision impairment.
Oh, well, you can't. That's true, because you can't see when the flash happens.
Yeah, because the
Because they would
yeah.
have to say, okay, there's a flash, and you go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Boom!
4 seconds. It's
Yeah.
very close. And 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, well, bam!
Well, Pam.
It's even closer. And then if the storm is starting to slow down,
Yeah.
then you count 7 seconds, and then you're like, oh, okay, the storm is heading
Farther away.
the other way.
That's a good way to know. But
Yeah.
you don't see the flash, so you don't know.
No. I can tell by the sound when it's getting louder and louder and
True.
louder.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, thank you, Hannah Storm, for telling us about your meteorological expertise.
You're
and,
welcome.
And how you use sound
Yeah.
and volume
Yeah.
to determine a little bit about the storm that's around you, right?
Yeah, because this storm kind of reminds me of Sergei Rachmaninoff on the radio.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, because he sometimes plays the piano loud,
Yeah.
and like anger starts coming in. And that big thunder strike a couple minutes ago sounded like a Rachmaninoff.
Yeah, he does have some pretty awesome piano pieces, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the drums and cymbals in his symphonies.
You love classical type music too, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do.
I've got the girls doing chores for me because putting diapers away.
Yeah.
Because you guys you're definitely at an advantage here. You're gonna put them away in Jesse's room.
Yeah, because it's easier that way.
Okay, that's part of your system.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I guess I can fold some laundry. See, Jesse's dresser is out here now because she just can't. So it works here. It works really well here. What was that, Hannah?
The diaper slipped out of my hand,
Oh.
and I went,
Oh, why don't you see it? Open the closet.
open the,
If it's open, I can come open it if it's not.
oh, you unlocked it.
Okay, so you can put them in there nicely then for me.
Or you left it unlocked.
Yeah, that's probably that. We do have to lock our closet at night. Okay. Otherwise, we would have a big mess. Thank you, Bethany. I guess Hannah's putting them in Jesse's room now. Thank you. You girls are big helps, aren't you? Just don't run into each other.
Okay. Incoming.
Well, you're actually outgoing. Bethany's incoming.
All right. Hannah's storm coming through.
We get diapers once a month, which is why there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Right, Hannah?
Yep.
This will keep us busy, won't it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm wandering around.
We never see you.
Yeah.
That's because there's no power, right?
Yep.
Is that the only reason you've decided to make an appearance?
That and Hannah was making a racket.
Oh. So you're wandering around because you're bored?
Yeah.
Because your computer doesn't work?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's hot in my room now because I have no fan.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's hot in your room anyway, right?
Yeah.
And then when the air conditioner doesn't work. But Dad tried to order a pizza, but he's having trouble with his internet, and it'll be interesting. I'm not even sure they can get here because that creek floods sometimes.
Ooh, yeah.
But it was worth a try, right?
Yeah, there was like a flash flood warning too.
Yeah, I know. And they upped the ante on the flash flood warning and said that it was a life-threatening condition. So
Yeah.
I don't know if there were tornadoes or anything. We didn't get any tornado warnings, but you look funny, David.
Why?
Well, I have a flashlight on you, like you're in a spotlight.
Huh.
So anything interesting going on this summer?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Not really.
You want to share some of the stuff you've been up to?
Oh, you mean, I've been doing a mentor program, called Bell, where we work with kids ages 4 to 12 and teach them like, braille skills and stuff like that. So it's blind kids, but, it's through the NFB, through like RISE and stuff. That's mostly it.
Is it fun?
It's informative.
Are you learning anything?
Yeah.
Are you learning how to teach?
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Or-
having to adapt to everyone's learning style is harder than I imagined it would be.
Yeah, you were sharing with me that you were having some trouble with your patience
Yeah.
with some of the
Yeah.
students. But it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yep. You can see how short these girls are compared to David.
He's towering over me.
He is towering. He towers over his mother at this point.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know, right? You used to be a little guy, now you're huge. You might end up being taller than Dad. I don't know.
I used to come up to
Possible.
David used to come up to my stomach.
I know. When he first came, he was like half your size.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Then I ate food.
Lots and lots of food, right, David?
Yep.
All right. Okay, well, it's nice to see you in the video for a change.
Yeah.
I appreciate you girls doing that. See, I don't do chores like that anymore. My kids put away everything, don't you? All right. Well, let's see if the pizza guy gets here.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Give us something to do.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we ordered the pizza,
Yeah, it's in the oven actually at Domino's.
lucky me,
What, you got out of cooking?
I got out of cooking.
Every change